Hey guys, Zack here, and welcome back to another action figure review, and today we'll be taking a look at the Jurassic World Legacy Collection Dennis Nedry Getaway set. Now, this set was originally cancelled back in 2019 because they revealed concept art for it, which looked really cool, but again, unfortunately, they just didn't release it, which was kind of a bummer, but now they actually decided to, and I'm really happy they did because this is actually a really cool set, especially for the price. There are some things, it's not perfect, and one thing that I want to talk about that I think people are, going a little too overboard about, but yeah, regardless, this is a pretty nice set. So, yeah. I'm not really going to go into too much detail with, the Jeep and the Dilophosaurus because I technically reviewed them already. They're just repaints of existing things. The Jeep is new in some ways, but yeah, for the most part, I reviewed everything, so I'm not going to go into too much detail with everything. But I will say this, the packaging this set comes in is very nice. Of course, this is a screenshot from the movie, and that's great. This is really nice. I would have preferred closed packaging. I will say that, but honestly, this is still very nice looking, very nice art. When the Amber collection, when the Legacy collection first started back in 2018, I'm not gonna lie, the packaging looked pretty bland, pretty generic. Not really my thing, if I'm being honest. Not terrible, but it could have been better. But this is perfect right here because you actually have art, or not art from the movie, but art to sort of simulate that scene from the movie, and it's just so cool looking. I love it. Of course, there are some artistic liberties here. Of course, the Ease Dock sign here is different from how it looks in the movie. In fact, here's the one that came with the Amber Collection Dilophosaurus, and see, there's the boat there and the boat here. This is a lot more detailed, but again, the art here is very nice, and yeah, this packaging is almost like an accessory on its own. Normally, I don't look at the packaging, for the most part, but this technically counts as an accessory, and it's really nice. So if you do buy this, definitely keep the box if you plan on taking it out because it's just really nice. So yeah. Anyway, here's the Dilophosaurus. I'm not going to go into too much detail here. I already reviewed this figure a while ago, so if you want to know my thoughts on it, well, find the review. It's on my channel. It's under the Legacy Collection, review playlist I have of all my Legacy Collection reviews, so go find that. The only thing different here is the paint. Of course, there's a darker green. I like the brownish color on the back here. And the frill itself is painted really nicely. A lot of airbrushing there, and even not the stripes, but the pattern here is really nice. For some reason, there's yellow on the crest, which I don't really get that, but yeah, the painting for the teeth and everything, very clean. The eyes look a little weird. This side looks fine, as you can see, but this side looks a little different, but not terrible. And then the Venom piece, again, it's green. I would have preferred if this was black, not green. I don't know why Mattel keeps making this green. A black piece would be very nice, but I digress. And I'm not going to talk about the articulation and all that because, again, I looked at this already, so there wouldn't be too much point. So just go to my playlist and just look for the Legacy Collection playlist I made, and there you go. I reviewed the Jeep, the Dilophosaurus, so yeah. But this Dilophosaurus is nice. I like it more than the original release, but again, this is not a bad figure at all. It's kind of important, to be honest, but yeah, I like it. So the Dilophosaurus gets a pass. Now for the controversial part of this set, which is the Jeep. Now, let's compare the original for a second, because there are a lot of missing paint apps here. Of course, almost knocked that over. The original Jeep here had painting here. This one doesn't. The original had painting, or sort of a lettering on the wheels here. This one didn't. This one has a wench, which you'd think this one would have, but no, it's just molded on there, and that's pretty disappointing. So there are some cool things about this Jeep, this can be removed, so that's really nice. And I like this piece. I like the material, and yeah, it just looks really nice. The painting here, the stickers they use, it's just really nice. So yeah, but there's one thing here that everybody is really not happy about, which is the lack of a stripe here. And I will admit, it does look a little weird without the stripe. I will say that, because of course if we look at the original, this one has a stripe here, and this one doesn't. I get how, it does look a little weird, and it's also really weird how the prototype version had a stripe here. So, trust me, I get that. But I think people are kind of overreacting. I know, big talk coming from me, who typically just, oh, Mattel didn't fully paint this, not good. Which, I know I can be like that way, and you'd think I'd be like that here, like, why doesn't it have the stripe? But here's the thing, yeah, it does look weird, and it would have been nice if they had the stripe, but I just don't get the mindset with all these people, because Mattel always skimps out on paint, alright? They always skimp out, like, a perfect example of the Dilophosaurus here. There's no painting on the toenails, or the fingernails here. Nothing at all, and even, like, the painting here, like, on the body, it's very bland, very, a lot of spots they could have touched up on, but the missing stripe, that's where I draw the line. All of their other dinosaur figures, it's not just the Dilophosaurus. Almost every dinosaur figure, if not all of them, have missing painted bits. So yeah, so it's like even like defects. Like sometimes the eyes will turn out messed up and just overall just like not very pretty. But the one missing stripe on the Jeep, that's it. I'm canceling my pre-order. I'm boycotting this set. It's awful. It's terrible. I hate it. And it just, I don't get that. I really don't get that. Because, like, the lack of a stripe, that's a big deal. But everything else involving the paint that Mattel has done, like, really? This is what's going to make you complain? Not everything else. Because the paint apps, like, quality control and all that, that's pretty bad. But, like, this, it's like, yeah, it looks weird, and I would have added the stripe for sure, but, like, again, like, Mattel is, like, pretty much, it's pretty much, they're, what am I trying to say? They've been doing this line for over 3 years at this point, so it's just kind of like, now you're complaining? After everything else, that's fine, but now, like, this is the time where, like, oh yeah, it's time to boycott. It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I pointed this out on Facebook. Like, I don't get it. Like, people are accepting everything else, but the lack of a stripe is weird. But, well, some guy kind of made fun of me for it, saying, like, oh, let's take it down a notch, Karen. It's not that much of a big deal. It's like, well, good argument there, genius. Like, really good job contributing to this conversation. But, yeah, no, I know Facebook is kind of a cesspool. But I digress. I still use it because, well, family. So, yeah. So I just don't get it, Again, I would have added the stripe, but I just don't get it. But anyway, that's enough of my tangent. Other than that, the painting is nice. The articulation, well, this thing isn't really going to get up and walk away, so of course I don't really expect leg articulation. Unless it's a transformer, of course, but obviously it's not. We have some paint defects here on the back there. A couple of spots of black, so automatically this set is bad, so I have to return it to Target. No, I'm just kidding. But, yeah, no, the painting is fine, the sculpting, a lot of nice detailing. Again, I kind of reviewed this on my channel already. Of course, this is different. A lot of nice detailing here and everything like that. So that's great. So, if you want to know my thoughts, like, on this Jeep, then, again, go find my playlist, because essentially there are some differences, but for the most part it's the same thing. Go to my Jurassic World Legacy Collection playlist and just look for it. So, yeah, that's it for the Jeep. Now for Dennis Nedry. Now, first of all, he comes with a stick, which is really cool. So, yeah, they didn't need to add this, but they did. So I appreciate that. But Nedry himself. The painting on Nedry is very nice, very clean. No defects on the face. His face is just painted very cleanly, and I do like that a lot. The raincoat is painted nicely. No, like, scuffs or anything, like with the Amber Collection Nedry. His blue shirt, his pants, everything here is just painted really cleanly. His hands look kind of weird, though, but overall, the painting here is just very nice. It would have been nice if he had the badge here, the ID badge. So, of course, now that's bad. This figure's bad, so I have to return it. No, I'm just kidding. That joke's getting worn out. I'm sorry, but yeah, no, the painting on this figure is nice. I like it a lot. So the painting on this figure gets a pass. Now I'll take a look at the articulation, and it's pretty much the same as every other Legacy Collection human figure. Ball jointed head, movement at the arm and bend at the elbow. There's a waist swivel. He can kick that high and can't really go back much. Bend at the knee, and there you go. So again, it's nice. It would have been nice if there was wrist articulation, but other than that, the articulation on this figure is good. So the articulation gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the sculpt, and the sculpting on this figure is great. It is identical to how Wayne Knight looks in Jurassic Park. It's very spot on. I love it. The coat, everything here just looks very nice. So the sculpting here definitely gets a pass. Now we'll take a look at the detailing, and the detailing, again, is just really nice. So the detailing for his head here looks great. And his raincoat too, all of like the folds and creases and everything, just very nice for such a small figure. His shirt, again, just detailed very nicely. His pants, a lot of like seams and whatnot, which looks great. There's a line here for some reason, but it's whatever. And even his shoes are detailed very nicely as well. So, yeah, anyway, that is pretty much it for the detailing on this figure. And the detailing on this figure is really good. So the detailing gets a pass. So at the end of the day, should you get the set? Honestly, hell yeah. This is a really nice set to get. You know, especially for the price point, because this is a Target exclusive. But, like, this thing only costs, like, $30, which is not bad at all. You're getting a Dilophosaurus, a Dennis Nedry figure, a stick, a Jeep, and even a very nice looking box. So for what you're getting, this is a very nice set. It's not perfect, you know, there are some things that I would have done differently, but this is a really nice set, especially for those of you who skipped out or couldn't get the Comic-Con exclusive Dennis Nedry. Which, let me talk about that for a second. Of course, here's the original Nedry, and as you can see, one's a little taller, but yeah, it would have been so nice if we got this first and then got this as a Comic-Con exclusive. Like, if this came out like maybe like June or May of last year, like this, that would have been great. Like, don't come out with the Comic-Con exclusive first, then like the Legacy Collection version that like is going to be available at Target, because they did this with John Hammond. They released him as a Comic-Con exclusive, and then they came out with a set that included him a year later, you know, as part of the Legacy Collection for, you know, Target. And it'd be nice if they just, you know, released this version first, the Target version first, and then have this as like an alternative for like the Comic-Con exclusive. That would be great, you know? Because trying to order this was a bitch. Excuse my language, I know I've been cursing a lot, but this has been kind of a bitch to order when I tried. This, just order it from Target's website, and it's so simple, it's so easy. This, I had to like change the shipping. There's like a window, a very small window to get this thing, and just, yeah, just, it was just a pain in the ass to get. But this, you know, you can just walk into a Target or even order it from their website. That's what I did, and there you go. You just have it now. You don't have to worry about, and it's great. It's really great. So, of course, here is the original Nedry with this set. So, there you go. Here is Dr. Billy Grant, and he scales pretty nicely with this set. And, of course, we have some hand sanitizer. Alright, now that is it for today. Have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in the next video. Peace, Zack out.